Hello guys, DJParson here, and we have another game of the World Championship, and actually we are in the last stage. We started with 912 players in stage 1. Now we've reached the final stage, the finals, and we're down to 5 players only. Genghis-ship, Himmelstosh, Martpescher, Weinbaum and Wispin. So 5 very great players who have proven themselves round after round and are now the final 5 players. So let's get into the first of a lot of matches to come here in the last group. And the first one is going to be a 3-player game. And here we have Wispin, Genghis-ship and Martin. And Wispin takes Hippocrates. We can take a quick look at Leaders and Wonders if something pops the eye. We have Zizka, Columbus. We don't have the Suez though. I see Shakespeare, but no Bach. We have Churchill, Bill Gates, no Red Cross. Okay, so not too many synergies for colonies. Let's see, Wispin goes for Hippocrates. Genghis-ship. Cleopatra, and ooh, interesting, not the Roman roads, goes for the Stonehenge. I wouldn't have done that, but that's cool. And then Rich Land and that Roman roads for Martin. And then there's still the library that maybe Wispin can take, maybe has to take this turn, or can wait for the Hidden Gardens next turn. I think it's very unlikely that the library will be here next turn. Let's see, Cultural Heritage, grab for him as well, and of course he elected Hippocrates. Genghis-ship now, going for Cleopatra, building 1 mine, increasing population, and he can build 1 stage. I guess there's extra synergy with Cleopatra and Stonehenge. You couldn't do this move if you had that Roman roads, because you don't have the 2 rocks to the first stage. So maybe just, yeah, well played and well planned ahead from Genghis-ship here. And Martin, actually that's gonna be the library for Wispin. I misjudged that, so Martin goes for Aristotle, builds a mine, increases pop, and then Wispin can take the library if he wants to. He will push, we get our first development, agriculture will give extra food, and then the library is taken, increase pop, build that extra lab, and use the cultural heritage. Sure, you don't want to grab these HA yellow cards, so just do this. Genghis-ship will push, we get development of trade routes, and you can increase pop. Will you also build that extra lab? You will, using the extra rocks on Cleopatra, and even building 1 more stage of the Stonehenge, so a lot of science for him now. So he's probably searching for big techs. But first Martin will push, he gets extra science of course from Aristotle, from Confucius, and then development of civil life is opened by him. He will build a lab, increase pop, and then he's gonna go for the iron for 2. Can maybe finish, either go for the iron next to upgrade twice, that is strong, or finish the Roman roads. Politics is our next development, and Wispin is gonna increase pop. He went for the 3rd farm and goes for Zizka. Alright. Will replace Hippocrates here, has gotten 2 extra yellow cubes and has the Legion. Okay, so no fighting band. That probably would have been better here with the extra farm. But of course, Legion will give him 3 strength now here, total as well. And then already our last development. Everybody here pushing a lot. We get the development of markets. Genghis-ship could go for the code here, but decides against it. Will instead decide who will get more science from the Universitas. So 11 science on the bank, no tech researched yet, and he's even gonna go up to 13 science here. So he's really hoping to get maybe the code, but I think that will be gone next turn. Martin opens the migration. Genghis-ship will get the extra happy face. He's gonna grab the code of laws, develop that, go for Aurora, increase pop, and grab the rich land. Pretty interesting. I mean, that he goes for the Code of Laws here is relatively expensive. He could have had a really strong iron turn or even just finished the Roman roads. I also don't hate the Code of Laws, it's pretty strong, and then maybe next turn he can finish the Roman roads, and in 2 turns he can go for iron. So, yeah, interesting prioritization, but definitely you can see the value of the Code of Laws first here. Wisfin is gonna push, we get wealthy territory, and Genghis ship is gonna win it for just warrior and 2 cards. That's gonna give him a lot of rocks early on. Wisfin finishes the library, grabs cartography, okay. And now Genghis ship has a lot of science and a lot of rocks, and now he even gets the open borders agreement with Martin. So extra military actions for the both of them. Genghis ship's gonna go for iron, develop that. Upgrade 1 and then maybe build 1 stage to use the rocks from Cleo. Exactly that. We'll also rebuild one of these warriors. 2 even. Alright. Yeah, pretty strong stuff for Genghis ship, I think. With especially this wealthy territory one from him. And now the early iron at next turn. I guess next turn he won't finish Universitas. I guess he could. With the extra rocks from Cleo he could just finish Universitas. Or upgrade 1 iron. Scientific breakthrough, 2, 3, and 2. So a little bit too early for Genghis ship to get the extra science, and then Martin is gonna go for iron. 1, 2, and 3. So he did get the extra science. Where did he get that from again? I mean, sure, he got 1 because of Confucius. Was there development? Yeah, probably. So yeah, he's able to go for the iron this turn, and then he still got that Roman roads sitting around here. Probably also finish that maybe next turn. Wisfin is gonna open the reds. Not the biggest reds, but definitely a lot of food gone here. 2, 3, and 2. Wisfin is gonna go for photography. Irrigation. Sure, you can do that right after the reds are gone. And then he will develop the irrigation. Can upgrade those next turn. So still sitting on 3 farms. Pretty interesting. Genghis ship now opens Crusades. Martin loses 4 culture and Wisfin is gonna gain 4. And then Knights for Genghis ship. He's gonna finish that Universitas, grab Alchemy. So he has Alchemy and Knights. I mean, yeah, one issue is he still has a lot of science. I mean, that's not an issue per se, but he needs to find a way to spend that science. And he's gonna get even more science from the Universitas. So he probably... I mean, with Cleopatra, of course, it was nice to save the rocks on the Universitas, but just upgrading 1 iron... yeah, you want to upgrade the rest as well pretty soon, I think. And we get Inhabited, and Wisdom not able to win it. A little bit unfortunate for him. He went for that cartography, but Martin sends 2 units and 2 cards. Alright. And then he will go for Michelangelo, okay. Masonry. And Breakthrough. Very interesting. So he has to rebuild at least 1 warrior here, okay. A lot of rocks. So next turn, with the Masonry can finish his Roman roads. And now we get our next colony. And this time, Wisdom is able to win it for a warrior. Nice for him. He grabs Monarchy. He also has a lot of science, which he can spend on that Monarchy. Upgrade 1, 2 farms. Builds a warrior. Grabs rich land for the next farm. So he's going to have a lot of population. Especially now that he also got that developed territory. And he still has the extra yellow cubes from Hippocrates, so yeah, he's gonna have a lot of population. King's ship gets the Code of Laws, so something to spend his science on, very good. He's gonna upgrade 1 alchemy, then more science. He wants more science, alright. He's gonna run out of time with his Cleo. I don't know, maybe he's waiting for Columbus because he has a very good colony in hand, or maybe he wants to go for Barbarossa. This could have been a good turn to go for Isabella. I mean, sure, you want to use the rocks from Cleopatra to upgrade to the alchemy, but Isabella here wouldn't have been bad. Maybe he's still sitting on just the 4 rock production. Martin is gonna open 1 extra science from Confucius. Everybody has so much science here. Martin is gonna then go for Michelangelo, go for the masonry, finish the Roman roads, and then maybe grab Forbidden City. Yeah. I mean, this is looking pretty strong. He can finish the Forbidden City next turn. So this is really a dream for Michelangelo. Have 3 iron and a lot of rocks. And the masonry and Forbidden City can be finished next turn. And maybe another wonder grab like Silk Road. Very strong Michelangelo here. Wisfin is gonna get us into H2. Cleo is gonna be gone. We get Cultural Influence 2, 3, and 0. Pretty early, doesn't change too much this early on. And then Wisfin did find Fighting Band, so he's gonna get more culture production, fulfilling that 2 times with his farms. Builds a 4th mine, okay. I like this playstyle. It's yeah, I like the extra mine. He has so much population and he's gonna gain so much more from his irrigations that I really like the extra bronze here. Giving him just a little bit more rocks. The ship will push as well. We get the strategic, who has been able to win this one as well. So a lot of colonies have been put in here. So finally that cartography from Wisfin is going to pay out. And then Genghis ship can go for Columbus. So yeah, I guess sure, if you have a great colony for Columbus, I can see skipping Isabella last turn. And then he's finally going to upgrade to mines he hadn't before. And now back to Martin we go, who's gonna have a nice pick of the colonies, of the wonders. He goes for 4 of iron, finishes the Forbidden City, and which wonder does he grab here? Goes for the Silk Road, frugality, and increases pop, so 8 rock production. So next turn he can just finish the Silk Road. This could get us a lot of wonders. There are quite a few good wonders. Railroad is really good, Statue good, Harvard College, basically all of these. Kremlin, very, very good. So all of these are very great for Martin, and he can afford to build a lot of these. So could be a very fun game for him. Wisfin is gonna get us the the border conflict, so Martin is gonna have to destroy something. That's the punishment for being the weakest. And then coal for Wisdom. That seems great. Can upgrade 1 and 2. That's a super early coal, going up to 8 rocks now. I like that a lot. Still a lot of food, no rats, and a lot of rock production. Can afford a lot of things soon, and there's even the railroad for him. We got 1 more science from Confucius. No colony from Genghis ship with Columbus. Get knights and the phalanx. Monarchy grabbed, monarchy developed. So yeah, you have so much science, you want to spend it. Swordsman grabbed, upgrade alchemy. Even going for that swordsman. So 7 strength, putting a little bit of pressure on the other guys. Let's see, Martin is gonna finish the Silk Road. Could grab the railroad immediately. He does that. Alright. Grab scientific method. I mean, he's pretty weak now. He can build 1 warrior, maybe copy the fighting band. No, it doesn't even do that. But I mean, it's still relatively low strength. Like 1 defend card now is enough to defend against Genghis ship. What is it? They do have the open borders agreement. So there could be an aggression from Genghis ship on Martin. Wisfin is gonna open rebellion, and he has 1 discontent worker. That's not so nice. He gets the cavalryman here. Efficient upgrade. Upgrades 1 coal. I mean, yeah, with efficient upgrade next turn he can upgrade the last one. He's gonna go up to 12 rock production and has so much food. So he just needs some good buildings to spend all of those rocks on. Genghis ship does go for the aggression, the plunder. Plunder from H2 on Martin. So he's gonna steal 3 rocks and 2 food. Regality grab for him. And the revolutionary idea. Next we get the wave of nationalism. James Cook. And organized religion. Okay, just grabbing a bunch of cards, not really doing too much this turn. What's pretty interesting that he took the 2 food. Not sure what he's gonna do with the 2 food. Maybe if he has colony, like the vase, he's gonna get 3 food and then plus 2. That's still not gonna be enough to increase population twice. Not sure why he wanted that 2 food to take it away from Martin. But yeah, the biggest problem for Martin is if he hadn't lost 3 rocks, he could have finished the railroad this turn. That would have solved his military problems. But like this, he will build 1 stage with the engineering genius, I believe. Yeah. And then he's gonna grab rifleman, reserves, team sports. He's gonna develop the team sports, maybe build one that is gonna be enough to defend now. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate for him, definitely. If he hadn't lost the rocks, he could have finished the railroad and immediately like grab the Kremlin. That would have been very nice. We will now copy the fighting band to go up to 5 strength, probably making it even more likely that he can defend. Wisfin goes for an aggression against Martin. Okay, interesting. Wants to drain some cards from him, I guess. Maybe he didn't have anything else to push. Very interesting. Maybe Wisfin is banking on Gangstership to also go for an aggression. Wisfin is gonna go for Justice System, Kremlin, upgrade his last mine. I have a little bit of corruption, just too much food lying around. And he really needs happy faces, especially with that Kremlin. So, I guess there's 1 organized religion left. There are operas. There is Shakespeare. Yeah, we will see how he wants to solve the happy face issue that's coming to him. Gangstership's gonna go for the statue and finish that one immediately. Giving him quite the nice yellow bank. Still no colony with Columbus, though. And then he's gonna upgrade 1 Rory. He didn't even go for politics at all here, right? No political action, so he, yeah, pretty certainly doesn't have colonies, just banking on drawing 1 in H2. Martin finishes the railroad, goes for Republic here. Grab the Louvre, does that. Vision upgrade and reserves. Alright, so 10 rock production now for him with the iron mines and the railroad. Wisfin is gonna open the foray. Gangstership and Martin are gonna get the extra rock or food. And then architecture from Wisfin, he can develop that and finish the Kremlin. Actually a nice synergy now. He doesn't have any happy faces, so the unhappy face from Kremlin doesn't do anything because cancels 1 happy face, but if you don't have a happy face, it just doesn't do anything. So he's still sitting on 1 discontent worker. Increase pop twice, build a warrior, and grab the scientific method. I mean, that's nice as well. Next turn, now with the architecture. So I think Wisfin, I mean, he's setting up for a very strong H2 and 3 with the architecture. Scientific method is going to give him a lot of science, and then, yeah, bunch of rocks plus architecture can mean yeah, movies, multimedias, computers, whatever you like. So now we got our colony. It's gonna be wealthy. Okay, I mean, not the best one, but he has a lot of blue cubes now. And of course with Cook and getting the strategy, that's really nice, getting the strategy, especially taking it away from Martin, who's gonna be struggling with his military actions. Then Gangstership is also sitting on 20 rocks. He's gonna build 1 warrior, upgrade 1 warrior and build 1 knight. 22 rocks. Everybody's just searching for some nice things to build with the insane amount of rocks. We get good harvest. That means even more food for Wisfin. He just spent a lot, but now he's back up to 24 food. You can pop quite often with that. That's incredible. Martin now is gonna finish the Louvre and grab the next one immediately. Grabs the Harvard College. It's probably gonna be the last one not to grab for him. Maybe he's gonna go Catherine for the military action. Yeah, does that. 9 culture action at the moment. And that's just from his wonders. And Catherine, engineering genius, also really nice. Builds one warrior. I mean, military-wise, everybody's looking kinda weak. But well, if everybody's looking weak, then nobody is threatened. So not an issue for anybody at this point. Wisfin, of course, is gonna lose Zizka soon, and he will lose one population here from the barbarians. But I mean, population is one thing he can afford to lose. He's gonna go for scientific method. Upgrade twice. Grab the breakthrough. He needs a new leader. Is he not gonna go Darwin? Increase pop. Increase pop. Little warrior, okay. And that's gonna be some problems for him. Losing his leader and not having a new one. I mean, I guess there's Gaudi. Maybe he was banking on Gaudi. But yeah, we start into H3. Wisfin loses Zizka. The open borders agreement expires for the other two. And we get a war. War for technology. Genghis ship on Wisfin. And then builds an extra knight. As the classic army. Grab selective breeding. To upgrade his food finally. Can upgrade twice here. Very nice. And grab patriotism. 38 plus 7. So culture-wise, I think it's relatively close here. Martin is behind, but he does have 11 production. And there is military theory. That's very big for him. Yeah, he can grab that immediately. He's gonna grab cannons. Increase pop. Oh, he actually even used Catherine's ability, so he stole one yellow cube from Wisfin. So yeah, Wisfin, how he's gonna respond to the war? What he really would need is pro sports. That would be very good for him. Pro sports and build 2 or 3. That would be great. Martin is gonna go for Rifleman, upgrading 1 at least. Not sure if he can defend an aggression against Genghis ship, but maybe. So, Wisfin opens historic territory. I mean, that's gonna help him a little bit with his happy faces. Oh, actually it doesn't. He now gains the happy face, but that of course means that there is a happy face for the Kremlin to negate, so he doesn't get a happy face. So still very unhappy here. He can go for organized religion, but if he does that, I guess he can still go for cavalryman. So he goes for those 2 technologies, builds 1 temple, and then goes for cavalryman, 2 of those. And okay, now it's looking okay, I think, with the hussars. That is a very nice transition for him. He's gonna lose the war, and it's gonna lose 6 science. So maybe Genghis ship is gonna steal the architecture. That's not great, but I think it might be okay. And then he's gonna increase population twice. Yeah, still no leader. Maybe, I mean, there's Gandhi, perhaps. Genghis ship is gonna steal. Oh, he's gonna take the science, doesn't want the architecture. Now he's gonna push, and we get vast territory. Martin is gonna win this for 2 warriors and a lot of cards, but that could be very nice for him to transition to something better. And then democracy for Genghis ship. He's gonna get that super early democracy. Movies. Urban growth. Goes for the movies, but can't build one quite yet. But next turn he will be able to. 23 rocks, that could be 2 movies and a lot of culture protection all of a sudden. And especially now with that democracy and the Statue of Liberty, 12 culture protection from him. Same for Martin, he's gonna get the patriotism. Gonna play that. Gets the extra military actions thanks to the Silk Road. Gonna build a cannon and a warrior. Maybe has a defensive army. Perhaps air forces and revolutionary idea. And there's the defensive army, 22 strength from him now. And an even extra cannon. Spends a lot of his military actions this turn. Pretty interesting. Wisfin up next is gonna open the developed territory. A lot of colonies here, and this one Wisfin is able to win. Has sent cavalryman though. That is not great for his transition. But he still has a lot of rocks. It's gonna go for Bill Gates, so he finally finds a good leader from H3. Gonna go for an extra rifleman. Grabs the military theory. 16 rock production from him now. And it's even gonna go up to 18 rock production. He just needs a way to produce culture, I guess. There's still movies and multimedias. So we're gonna get a crazy H3. Everybody has so many rocks. I mean, Genghis Ship doesn't have the best production, but he has 23 in the bank. Martin has 10 production and Wisfin 18. So that's gonna be exciting. Genghis Ship opens arms industry, a little bit of extra rocks, mostly for Martin. And Genghis Ship's gonna grab, oh, engineering. He can afford so many movies now. So we're probably gonna see 2 movies here. One, Gandhi. Okay, Gandhi. Yeah, not a bad idea. Just, I guess if you go Gandhi, you don't necessarily need Air Force, but Air Forces are technology that you always want in a 3-player match. There's gonna be one guy without it. That's gonna be Wisp, and it's gonna be really bad for him. And if Genghis Ship hadn't taken it here, it would have been gone next turn. Wisfin definitely would have taken it. So not that many movies, but still 15 culture production from Genghis Ship now. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Martin is gonna go for war on Wisfin. Alright. Can go for military theory. Then maybe 2 more riflemen. Gets 2 population out. 1 rifleman and another 42 strength. Mechanized agriculture. Satellites. Endowment. Alright, so first big war over culture. Oh, not even over culture, hybrid war. But the one where culture's there to be gained or lost. And refugees definitely don't help Wisfin here. Loses a population. Marta gains 1 and also the culture swing. So he's going to destroy Zororia. Go for, at least he has the military theory now. That can help him. But yeah, has to build maybe another temple. Can go for 1. I guess he could destroy things now to go for 1 more Hussar tactic. Let's see if he will do that. He will. Destroys 1 mine, 2 mines. That hurts. Sure, that hurts. Down to just 12 rock production, but 38 strength. So he's just gonna lose 4 culture. That's not the biggest deal. The problem is that he's behind in culture production. And now he's even gonna lose a little bit of culture. So he should be in a position where he can use his rocks to try to catch up either in culture production or try to threaten a war. But that seems hard. Iconoclasm will hit and Martin loses Catherine, but there is Churchill to go for immediately if he wants to. Yeah, for Martin next turn. But Genghis Ship's turn first, he will build 1 extra movies. Grab reserves. Destroys a mine. And another mine. Okay, he's still afraid even though he has Gandhi, but of course... I mean, why really is he afraid? Martin only has 5 military actions. Wisfin has more. I guess Wisfin could go for war against Genghis Ship if he's not careful, yeah. But it's relatively early to destroy all your production, basically. He will go up to 35 strength, and he has enough to go for 2 air forces, so this is a defensive play. My question just is if it's too early to destroy all your mines and your rock production. I guess he still now has 19 culture production, so maybe that's enough. And the safe play is the right one. We will find out. So yeah, Marta just steals 4 culture from Wisfin. And we immediately get another war from Marta on Wisfin. It's probably gonna be... No, we don't get air forces. We probably just get another army or something. Oh no, with Churchill we do get the air forces, right. So air forces and build 2 of those. Is gonna go up to 64 strength. It's gonna grab fundamentalism. Could do revolution for that next turn, maybe. Wispen is gonna open freedom of movement. That can help him. Maybe food into a cavalryman. Yeah, does that. Can build one more, 48 strength. And it's gonna grab a wonder. As well as reserves. Yeah, if only Wispen had air forces, this would look a lot better. I guess also Martin took away the fundamentalism from Wispen. He probably, yeah, that was a good move. He would have gone for it. So yeah, Wispen is gonna lose some more culture here. Genghis ship is probably very happy that these two are warring each other. Ooh. That's a big progress. 12 extra rocks for Wispen, so don't count him out. He still has a lot of rocks. And has one wonder under construction already. Genghis ship didn't get much. That's what happens. And he will even go for the air forces now. I mean, yeah, as I said before, the safe play, not necessarily bad. I just feel like he's not really getting much out of Gandhi now. Like, you did go for Gandhi. I don't know if Martin, maybe with this setup, Martin wouldn't have gone for war over culture against Genghis ship because Genghis ship was able to defend. And then that's the question, what is really the benefit from Gandhi if you just go up in military anyway? Gonna grab reserves patriotism. I mean, as I said, it's not necessarily bad being on the safe side while producing so much culture. But you take away the possibility to go for better leader and to go for wars yourself, and then you still destroy everything to go for military. Yeah, very interesting play. Very interesting play. Not saying it's bad or anything, just that does have some doubt for me at least. War culture 1 from Martin, 21 stolen from Wispen, and then we get input of architecture 10, 9, and 2. That's not a lot. We get revolutionary idea. And agriculture. Okay, so maybe there's agriculture in here. So I'm upgrading 2 of them. Another revolutionary idea. And democracy. There's United Nations left. So just one wonder left after Hollywood is gone. So that's kind of interesting who gets that. And Genghis ship can't go for it. Because he doesn't have the rocks, probably. But yeah, Wispen is gonna open international agreement. Maybe Martin can use that on his turn to go for that wonder when it comes out. But yeah, Wispen is gonna go for movies here as well. One. Oops, democracy. Communism. Democracy would have been a lot better. I mean, isn't that a little bit early? Destroys one cavalryman to go for an extra movie. I guess I can understand it. Martin already had 2 wars. He probably didn't have another one in hand and he just drew 3 new cards. So it is relatively unlikely that he's drawn another war. Genghis ship can't go for war or aggressions. So Wispen is safe from him. And Wispen is not gonna win this game or even come in second if he keeps his cavalryman and then there's no war. So maybe if there's a war, he's gonna lose anyway. So I think I like the decision to destroy 1 cavalryman to build the extra movies. Even 2, yeah, I agree with this play quite a lot. Try to get a little bit more culture production. If there's a war, you lose anyway. If there's not, this is the way you maybe get a chance to come in second. H4 will start. Genghis ship is gonna go for military alliance with Wispen. Okay. Don't really see the point of that, but maybe, yeah, Genghis ship, I guess it also doesn't hurt. Like, for Genghis ship, the question is, yeah, if Martin has a war, and he wars Wispen, he's gonna steal quite a lot, and this way he at least steals 3 less. And Genghis ship also does get here the United Nations, and with his engineering genius, he can even finish it. That's kind of surprising, but very good for him, obviously. Being able to get a one that Martin won't. He is gonna go for the war, though. He did draw another one, so I think that spells doom for Wispen and makes it really close between Martin and Genghis ship. Also fundamentalism. 1 more cannon, 1 more rifleman, and another rifleman, 96 strength. Let's point out, Martin didn't draw all that many cards, but he drew 3 wars in H3. That's definitely fortunate for how his game turned out. Not a lot of culture production, but a great military. And being able to use that very efficiently in those 2 wars. With Finn, yeah, now he has to do rebuild the military he just lost. But I mean, I think for him it's pretty clear that he's gonna lose. He can't resign at this point, so probably just put as much as you can into military to lose as little culture. And realistically, he doesn't have a chance to come in second anymore. He's gonna very likely lose this game, but yeah, you still want to defend with as much as you can. So that's gonna be his turn. The Genghis ship can now also destroy his units, builds alchemy. Is he not gonna go for the wonder? Yes, he is. Genius, okay, and then finishes. Gets 16, not bad. Does he have an impact? Yes, science, 14, 7 and 0. Very nice for him. 0 to 7 between these two guys. And then 23 production. 202 culture. That is quite a lot that Martin has to gain here. 40 culture stolen. Strategic territory. Wisfin will take it. Alright. Doesn't really matter too much probably. But then Martin... What is he gonna do with his last few actions? Goes for one religion. Goes for another religion. And third religion, so 13 plus 3, 16 culture production. Oh, can get him. Oh, one more farm. Okay. Oh, okay, I was way too early. He even uses all the rocks from the Louvre. What is he gonna build with that? More farms and... Oh, so probably harmony? Oh, this looks like a big harmony. Yeah, using those extra rocks from the Louvre in the last turn to go for bigger harmony. And probably a bit of agriculture as well. So really close between these two guys before the impacts. And agriculture helps Marta to climb up a little bit. Yeah, Wisven too far behind now. But the first two is going to be very exciting. 6 to 6 from the colonies. 15 for Wisven. Then next up is progress. 18, 16. 10 culture difference between Genghis and Martin. We have harmony 12, 24. That's exactly enough to overtake. Oh, not exactly. 2 more than Genghis now, and the last impact is gonna be variety. 18 to 18. Wow, very close. 268 to 266. Martin Pêcheur is gonna take the win here from Genghis with the last 2 impacts. Especially that Impet of Harmony, so very great play at the end. I was saying like he's finished. He did some religions and that's it, but no, he uses the Louvre to get 6 extra rocks and build a great Impet of Harmony, and this way overtakes Genghis and takes the win. Definitely a comeback here for him I think. I mean 3 wars were needed. But yeah, he went up in militaries quite a lot, had a great game early on with all of those wonders, but Genghis also very strong early game. As I said, maybe a little bit early that he went and destroyed things even though he had Gandhi. Mate didn't get the extra military actions until the very last turn. I mean, also for Genghis, sure, if you rely on Gandhi too much, you also get big problems if someone gets more military actions than 6 or more than 5. But yeah, destroying his mines maybe 1 turn too early, I don't know. Also really close, so I can't say that Genghis played bad or anything. Just very close, very competitive, and if Martin had 1 less war it would have worked out. So I think Genghis relied on his cultural advantage and his culture production and said, the one way I can realistically really lose badly is if there's going to be a war. So he went for the military and yeah, almost enough. So let's take a quick look at what this means for the current standings. and it doesn't actually tell us too much because this was the very first game that has been finished. So Martin obviously now in front with 5 points, Gangship with 2, and Wisfin now last. But yeah, a lot of games to come. Every player has 14 games, I think. I still have to understand that games finished 1 out of 8, games per player 14. I'm not sure how many games we will have. A lot. We're gonna have a lot again. 25 games. So yeah, everybody will play in 14 matches. So yeah, I'm trying to cover as many as possible. Obviously, Weidenbaum will cover his own matches, so I think I will try to cover those where Weidenbaum is not part in, like this one. So if you want to see more, obviously not yet, because no game of Weidenbaum has finished, but when they are finished, definitely check out Weidenbaum's Through the Ages channel here on YouTube. And yeah, this was very exciting first match of the finals. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys for the next time again.